Okay, so currently we're in the British Sugar factory in Wissington. And the reason we're here today is because one of our Boost participants was supported to gain employment through Emcor, who are the facilities management company for British Sugar here. So they have a really big contract. So we came over today to have a chat with the participant, Sage, have a chat with his mentor here, who is James, and then the contract manager, who's Steve. So we've come as a collaborative group to support all elements of Boost and the opportunities through Emcor and British Sugar. Sage was a student at Open Road, which is a alternative training provision on the Hardwick estate in the town. So we met Sage back in January 2023, where we supported him to gain some health and safety training. And then there was a period of time where Sage sort of, went off into the ether, if you like, and then we had this opportunity to meet Steve through the Steamhouse Cafe in the town, which is run by Access Trust. And then we had a meeting with Steve and sort of tried to get a really good sense of the opportunities that they could offer here. And Sage automatically popped into my mind through previous conversations that I'd had with him and gained his real enthusiasm for the type of work that he wanted to do. And it was kind of like a really good mix, a good match. So we saw the sugar beet coming in off the lorries. We saw that process from the pulping process right through the whole factory. Had a really good tour, so then Sage could have a really good understanding about the environment that he might be working in. So following that, he then had an interview in January 2024 and was successfully employed here at the Wissington site as an employee of Emcor.
It's not a typical facility services role. The tasks that we do range from generic cleaners, officers, amenities, to full-scale tank cleaning, high-pressure jetting teams. We do intervention work, so we're inside the final product before it gets to the customer. So Sage come to us through the Boost project, through the council. A lovely lady called Jo, who had been in contact with Steve, who's our account director. So we brought Sage in for a little tour round with Jo and Steve, who was very interested in joining the team. It was just about finding him a suitable introduction to the site and to Emcor UK. So we had an amenities role become available on the team, which we thought would be a good role for Sage, an introduction to the site. We got him in, we put him on a buddy system, so we had on a 2-week buddy system with a competent member of the amenities team who showed him what to do.
So we're heavily involved in the social value, from professionally and personal objective here. So we do a lot of work with the Access Community Trust, who offer non-clinical mental wellbeing support through the Steam Cafes. One's located in Kings Lynn High Centre. And how we got involved with Jo was a cold call. Got an email on my system, one of hundreds, and I pressed click and I read it. It was a really nice introduction saying, I'm part of the Boost programme. It's a year-long project. Click on the link if you'd like to know more. Clicked on the link and I was captivated by what the programme was designed for. Those furthest from recruitment, young 18 to 30, getting them back into the workplace. My age demographic across the estate, I've got 50% of my workforce over 50. Really important that we create a succession of youth coming in, because if we look at Wissington, Kings Lynn is 17 miles away, Swatham's 15 miles away. It's a destination site. So attraction and getting people here is a must. We must form a succession, because my workforce is getting older and I'm in that camp now. We've got to get a succession of youth coming through that gate, and when they're here, we want to work really hard to keep them. And this is not everyone's cup of tea of an environment. It's tough, it's hard. Hence why we work really hard to look after people who come and work with us, and Sage is just one of those examples. He's been with us 3 months now, doing a fantastic job, and he's already got his eyes on what his next career role should be. But with that, I want good people coming through the Norfolk Boost programme who want to work, because I have opportunity. I will make that happen.
Well, I've been a part of the Boost programme for
About
a year. Yeah, they do work around getting people in employment. I was, for some reason, selected as the person to be interviewed as a cleaner. So yeah.
And how are you finding it?
Amazing. My life wouldn't be the same without this job. I've never been at a factory. Yeah, no. Well, I've been at one factory before, but it was nowhere near the size of this. It's huge here. But the fact that it is so big tells me that there's a huge amount of opportunity within the business. So I'm excited to see what it brings. We all work alongside each other perfectly in order to get everyone gets their job roles done. And if it wasn't for the help of those around them, then people would be, I think, a lot further behind. So everyone helps everyone here.
This is an absolutely amazing delight. You know, the partnership between Emcor and British Sugar and Sage here has been incredible.
Yeah, so the Boost project is a great local initiative. One of the things we're trying to do at this site specifically at the minute is really engage with our local community more. As the Emcor team, particularly Steve, has been supporting us in understanding some opportunities that are out there. And the Boost is something that they'd been involved in. Sage was someone that I'd seen around the site quite a bit. A fantastic young man, and really good to actually be a part of supporting such a scheme. Unwittingly to start with, because we didn't actually know that the Emcor team were embracing this, but brought us along to come and get involved, which is great. We really want to support the Emcor team doing more of this, because it's excellent for the wider site's inclusion and diversity journey, something we're really passionate about. If you work for British Sugar, you're in the Withington team. There is a much wider team. The Emcor and other contractors on this site are the wider Withington team. It really doesn't matter what colour T-shirt you have. If you come to work here every day, you are supporting this organisation deliver. And Sage is now an integral part of that.
So I think that's about knowing about what opportunities are available and how much support there might be with that as well. Yeah, absolutely. Who's willing to take it? And knowing that young person about what their skills are and how you can join those two together. So it's a coordinating role, and it's a communication as well, having that really clear lines of communication and making sure that the individual is right for the business and the business is right for the individual.
There's so many things I could get into doing here, to be honest. There's so many roles. And once you get into a role, everyone sort of does a bit of everything, you know. If someone can't manage something on their own, they can just shout the person next to them. They'll be happy to help them out and just drop what they're doing. So it's good everyone works with everyone, otherwise it wouldn't be made possible, if you know what I mean.
You know, we're all really proud of what Sage has achieved here, and it just really goes to show what a fantastic company that Emcor are and British Sugar for giving them those opportunities. And it's great to see that he has really come on in leaps and bounds from when I first met him to how confident he is now, and that he's got that real willingness to want to be able to be a really good core member of staff here and progress in his career. I think it's absolutely fantastic, and it's real credit to the people here that are supporting him.
They're as keen to get you in the job as you would be to get the job yourself. So that's what the good thing about Boost, really.